And when my assistant would come in the morning at 11, she would get a tall cappuccino from Starbucks. So the morning you said this, she's still in bed at 11.
Oh.
And I go inside the room and said, hey, Howard's talking about you on the radio. And she said, what did she say? So I handed her the black card,
Yeah.
$10,000 cash, and a cappuccino from Starbucks. And I said, he said you hit the jackpot.
Oh, my goodness. He's paying out like a one-armed bandit.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, gee, why would he say that?
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Sam. Good luck, buddy. Give us an update.
Hey, she's wonderful. Please don't everybody tell her that I said horrible things about her.
Yeah, all right.
She is very nice.
Yeah, she's a beautiful,
really nice.
beautiful girl. Playboy Playmate.
Really cool, too.
Yeah. All right, take care.
I have never heard a story like that in my life.
Good night.
Yeah. I think he freaked out when he was dying.
Poontang fooled him again?
Well, no, he was freaking out. I talked to him. He was like totally freaking out.
But he married her after he got well.
All right, hey, Johnny boy, you're on the air.
Hey.
Hey, now.
How you doing?
Hey.
Hey, your buddy just tore you a new butthole, man.
Who's my buddy?
Imus.
Oh,
who even cares?
Oh, my God. I'm talking about your spy at Gold's Gym and how you dropped your wife after all these years, just like he predicted. Your hideous wife, I think he called her.
Well, if my wife is so hideous, then, first of all, let me just tell you something.
Yeah.
Number one, Imus never talked about anyone till I hit New York City. That's number one. So he's got his whole act from me.
Even
Number two,
this part of the act.
Number two, my spy at Gold's Gym called up and said he saw Imus working out. The guy doesn't even bench. He benches the bar. Anytime he wants to challenge me to a benching, any contest, climbing ropes, running, anything.
And it was no spy. It was just a guy who called us who saw him at Gold's Gym.
He said it was pathetic.
This is the way he spun it out.
Secondly...
Who cares what Imus is doing?
Secondly, anything about me and my wife, he can't even comment. He totally ditched his children. He totally ditched his wife, left her in Cleveland when his children were young. So if I'm bad, he's 50 times worse.
Oh, well, the way he put it is, you dropped your bimbo or you dropped your hideous wife and ended up with a bimbo hanging out in the Hamptons.
Yeah, well, let me tell you something. Nothing he hasn't done. And worse. Yeah. And by the way, I don't go around calling people niggers. That's where we differ for sure. Just tell him I know everything about him. He better shut his cake hole.
Didn't he fire a guy with a family to hire a girlfriend?
Yeah, I'll tell you the story about Rosenberg, a guy who worked for Imus for 10 or 15 years.
Was the backbone of the show, quite frankly.
Yeah, who did a ton of voices on the show. Imus fired him one day because his bimbo girlfriend wanted to become a voiceover person, and he paid her double scale for voices she couldn't even do. You want to get into the history of Imus, it's embarrassingly bad. The alcoholism, the rejection of his family. He moved. His kids lived in Cleveland the whole time he lived in New York. He didn't see him. He didn't do anything.
And when they came to visit, didn't he give them to his assistants?
Yeah. And by the way, and let me get defensive about my ex-wife, who I think is a beautiful woman. I'll take my first wife and his first wife and put them in a beauty pageant, and I guarantee you my wife will win hands down.
It isn't even about that.
Let's go find Harriet Imus and see what the hell she looks like.
Yeah.
Talk about hideous. What?
You know what? You should hammer him because I'm looking at the transcript.
Yeah.
He goes, so my little bitch, Howard Stern, he's been I-Man's bitch forever.
Oh, please.
This is all your
This
lingo.
is even my rap.
Talk like that.
This is even my rap.
Even talking about how Mel likes him better than you.
Yeah, because he inducted Mel into the...
yeah, you know why he likes Mel better? Because Imus is safe and I'm not.
Yeah.
Of course Mel likes him better.
Pretty pathetic.
It's awful. And even saying little bitch, that's my whole rap.
Yeah, he doesn't talk like that.
Yeah, he wishes he could be me.
Hey, we love you, man.
First of all, I'm young. Well, younger than him.
Good looking. Good looking.
Yeah, exactly.
Relative.
Better looking than him.
Better looking than him.
It's all relative.
And both your lungs are intact, right?
And by the way, I'm an innovator. He's not.
Yeah.
And that's the bottom line. And all these guys are so jealous. I'll tell you what. Oh, I got to take a break. I'll tell you what after I get back. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Old buzzard. I mean, the
who
nerve.
woke him up? It's just like somebody gave him a shot or whatever morning he said that.
The nerve of this guy. The most boring guy on radio with his 2-share, thrown out every market he's in. Not even relevant anymore. Looking to take me on. It's the worst thing you could do is take me on. Good. And worst of all, that goddamn home he built in Arizona taking money from cancer kids. Yeah. We're going to buy up all the land around my house and devote it to cancer children. Yeah, well, wait a second.
I'll get some free help from the kids.
You don't make enough money? You need your audience to buy up all the land around your ranch? Let me ask you something. If you bought a ranch, Robin, wouldn't you like it if you had no neighbors and you owned the land for miles around?
That's why you get a ranch.
Yeah. So he's doing it because he's so worried about kids. What a liar. He doesn't... Kids?
Oh, yeah, the kids work this ranch.
This guy couldn't care about... He reduced a black secretary to tears as he called her nigger. How does he care about kids? A liar. If he cared about kids, how come he never visited his kids in Cleveland?
Yeah, he cares about other people's kids as long as they're dying, I guess.
If my kids had cancer, I'd have them visit me at my ranch.
But if you had cancer, wouldn't you want a vacation, not to work at the Imus?
Yeah, the Imus Ranch. We get to work. We treat them like every other kid.
Oh, yeah, they pull their own weight around.
Hey, old goat, I got 3 weeks to live. I really don't feel like spending one of those weeks working your ranch, you stupid bastard. Jerry Lewis doesn't ask the kids to go to work for him.
We have 11 Steinways for the kids.
Yeah, we bought 11 pianos for my house so the kids could play piano.
Thanks to your donation.
Because a lot of cancer kids are taking piano lessons. They can't wait.
They need to play on the best piano.
I want to learn for the month I have left how to play piano.
Yeah, it's one thing a 9-year-old cancer kid needs is a Steinway.
Right.
Yeah. You lying bastard. Go build a barn. It's good for your cancer. Biggest scumbag on 2 feet. Don't even start with me because I'll have spies all over the place reporting on your every bowel movement. You diapered bastard. You old goat. How dare you? Don't even bring up you're not even allowed to mention my name. I'll pummel your ass. Stupid ass. How about the boxing match you just had?
Yeah,
where'd you get that idea?
That.
This is the guy who used to come into my office every single day that I worked at NBC and take, I just want to watch how you do it. I want to watch how you work. I'm taking notes. No shame. Why don't you admit that to the audience? How you do that, you stupid fool.
He never, your bitch never attended your meetings.
Yeah, I never sat in a meeting in your office, you stupid ass.
Your bitch never sat in on your show.
Yeah. Well, whose bitch is who? And guarantee you, buddy, put us on an island, you're my bitch. Because you can't kick anyone's ass, you old fart. It's over for you. I'll just kick you in your lung. Fired Al Rosenberg. And then the kicker was he fired Al, and then he hired him back because we had Al on our show doing characters, and then he asked Al to do the characters from our show.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel! What a history this guy has.
Bitch.
Yeah, I'm the bitch. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show.
Oh my God. Do you think that oh man. This is
the controversial Howard Stern radio show. A man many consider vulgar and racist. Let's not get ridiculous.
The Howard Stern Show.
All right. I had some chicks scheduled here to tell us how to have an orgasm, but I blew it off for
young, wet bitches.
Yes, young, wet bitches.
Why did you blow it off?
Well, we'll get to it in a minute. I mean, I just have stuff to talk about, and I'm not getting to anything.
Well, with Sam and his problem.
Yeah. I like this. I'm looking forward, as I said, to Paris Hilton's TV show tonight. I forget what it's called, but it's on Fox.
Simple Life.
Simple Life. Lionel Richie's daughter is the other chick in it, but she's kind of getting ignored because she's kind of chubby and not that hot.
Yeah, people are forgetting about her.
They say she's Nikki's or Paris's best friend. I don't believe it.
Yeah, and it seems kind of sad anyway because, they had her on Entertainment Tonight, and she goes, I'm Michael Jackson's goddaughter. She's defending Michael Jackson. She goes, I've never seen him do anything inappropriate with kids or... I'm like, well, of course not.
Yeah, he's not going to do it in front of you.
Yeah, you're a chick. Hey,
he's
he doesn't
not going to do it in front of Macaulay Culkin. You know, all these people who are coming forward. In fact, the Wayne, what is that guy on MTV who has the dance show? The Wayne Robson Project or whatever it is? He used to sleep in the bed with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, he might have seen some things go down.
No. He said nothing ever went on. He used to sleep in the same bed and nothing went on.
Wow.
Yeah, and then Michael Jackson's brother was saying that he doesn't sleep with the kids in the bed, that the kids sleep somewhere else.
Right, Michael gives them his bed, but then there are people who are saying he slept in the bed, and even Michael has said he had Macaulay Culkin on one side and Kieran Culkin on the other side.
Hey, that's a sandwich.
I don't care what you say, Robin, that's weird behavior.
So anyway, I just think it's funny that Lionel Richie's daughter now is chiming in that she hasn't seen anything inappropriate going on. Yeah, I think he can control it while you're around.
Yeah, Lionel Richie's daughter.
I don't know if she's been in the room with the dolls that go down the staircase and all that.
She doesn't get to go to the secret room. Or party at the hotel.
Right.
There's no young wet bitches in there.
Young wet bitches.
All right, I got a letter from our program director in Vermont. And I read this to you because this happens to us so many times. Has this been printed out, the letter, guys? I don't know. I guess not.
Yeah, it should be on the bottom of the article.
All right, good. Yeah, I got it. I just want to listen to your song. So, this is from our program director in Vermont. I called earlier and left a message about the New York Times. And in fact, I was reading an article in the Post today saying how the New York Times got something wrong and they had to write a retraction about it. But this, you'll never get a retraction. I called earlier and left a message about the New York Times saying Stern was getting crushed in the Burlington, Vermont market. The New York Times ran an article, an inaccurate article, and the program director sends me the article. And in it's about a coach who has a radio show in Vermont. His name is Coach Tom Brennan, and he's on with a guy named Steve Cormier. And the show is called Corm and the Coach. They compete with us in Vermont. Okay? We wouldn't even know about this. But it's a local coach competing with us. And in the article, the coach brags and he says, we're crushing Imus and Stern. There's no doubt he's probably crushing Imus. Everyone crushes Imus. Yeah. There isn't a show that doesn't crush Imus. In New York, he's in 27th place. So everybody crushes him. You know, somehow they convince advertisers that it's worthwhile to advertise on Imus because they have really rich listeners, which is such BS. It's such a bunch of crap.
Yeah, that one guy who's listening is just loaded.
Yeah, you know what? Mail a letter to a rich guy if you have to spend that much money to advertise on Imus' show. It's a complete waste of your money. It has absolutely no impact. You know what? On your commercial run, if you hear this commercial, just say hello and we'll give you $100 off. You won't get one taker.
Call the guy by name. You can actually write his name in your ad.
Yeah, so anyway, the guy makes the claim he crushes Stern and Imus in the market. And our program director says, what? Where the hell they get that? Here he goes. A person's 12 plus. He goes, here's the ratings.
Oh, he shows ratings.
Yes. Our program director does, not the guy in the New York Times. Stern has a 7.3. The Coach and the Cormier have a 5.1.
Okay.
Men 18 to 34. Stern has a 20.2. The Coach and the Cormier have a 4.5. Men 25 to 49. Stern has a 15.4. Coach and Cormier have a 9.5. Men 25 to 54. Stern has a 13.7. Coach and Cormier have a 9.4. You get the idea. Even women 18 to 34, it's Stern 9.3, Coach and Cormier 4.0.
Jeez.
The Times article is totally, factually inaccurate when it comes to ratings. Now,
they're going to defend themselves by saying they were just quoting him.
Well, let me tell you something. That's not what they wrote because I have the article.
Ah.
And let me say something. The New York Times will never admit this, but it is the goddamn easiest thing. If a New York Times reporter, and in this case, I'm going to mention the New York Times reporter. His name is Pete Thamel, who doesn't check anything, who doesn't look into anything. He takes anybody's word. If you go to a radio guy and you say, how you doing in the ratings? I'm killing everybody. That's what they all say. Imus will tell you he's killing everybody. He used to say he was number 2.
Yeah, he'd say he's right behind you.
Yeah.
At 27.
Well, he's right. He is number 2 to me, but he's actually number 27 in the market.
There's a lot of number 2s before him.
Imus would just compare himself to me. He goes, well, I'm second behind Stern. Well, no, you're 27th behind Stern. Light FM is doing better than you in the morning. But New York Times reporters, for some reason, when it comes to entertainment or to anything like this, and this is true of most reporters, they will just take your word for it. When I actually say I'm number 1, I'm actually number 1. I can't tell you how many people claim to be number 1, and they're not. I mean, it's unfortunate that Coach and Comier can't cop to the fact that they're not beating me. It's unfortunate that they can't admit it.
They have respectable ratings. Why not just go with that?
Yeah, certainly a 4.2 to my 20-point-something is respectable. A 4.5 to my 20.2 is very respectable.
You can live with that.
Yeah, live with it. But the shame, okay, the coach is a liar, obviously, just a flat liar.
I wonder how his teams do. I mean, does he lie about that?
He shouldn't be allowed around children, that's for sure, if he's a liar like that. But the fact of the matter is the guy has no honesty whatsoever. But let's forget about that. Where is the New York Times reporter who just goes, oh, this must be true? Because he told me.
Is the story that the coach inflates his ratings?
Yeah, that's the story, that the coach is such a freak that he can't bear the fact that he can't beat me in the ratings. But that would never be the story because, A, the New York Times is biased against me. That's number 1.
That's a shame.
Because they're intellectuals and they think I'm crass. And secondly, most reporters do not check facts. And that's something you must know when you're dealing with the media. Nobody looks into anything. Except for maybe this show. Because we're actually worried about being right.
I'm sure that they get, you know how Captain Jenks gets into the news programs and pretends to be people and gives quotes and so forth? I'm sure that the newspaper is the victim of that too. You just don't get to see it, and nobody says, ha, 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 balls on your chin at the end of it.
They should, though.
Here's the article. It goes, Brennan is on the classic rock station CVP-FM with Steve Cormier from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. weekdays, unless basketball gets in the way. Carmen the coach crack wise on the day's news, deliver early morning prank calls to opposing coaches in the America East Conference, and crush Howard Stern and Don Imus in the local ratings. Crush us. Now, I guarantee you he crushes Don Imus. Everyone crushes Don Imus. But how does a New York Times reporter write...
wouldn't you think to look that up if you say, I'm crushing Stern?
Yeah, look it up.
That's something to look up.
Yeah, say, well, let's see if the guy's for real. That's pretty amazing.
See how bad it is. You want to see who's crushing Stern. And why wouldn't he have been recruited to New York if he's crushing Stern?
Yeah, why not get this guy right up to the big leagues?
Across the country?
Yeah.
I just did stand-up up in Burlington, Vermont, and there's certain places where you go, you could just tell the show is huge, and that's a place where they love it.
Yeah, well...
And no one brought up the coach and the Fuhrer to me.
Yeah.
No one came up and said, you're great, but the coach and the Fuhrer are really good.
Now, Pete Thamel, Thamel, I think that's how you say it, Pete Thamel. Not Pete Hamill, Thamel.
Not Pete Hamill.
Yeah, this is Pete Thamel. This is just another example of how reporters don't do their homework. And Pete, shame on you. You really need to get it together. You really need to check your facts. It's just odd to me. I think if a guy started saying to me, I went in the ratings, I go check the ratings.
Right.
You know.
Show me. You're beating Stern? Oh, my goodness. Let me take a look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, Scott, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, a friend of mine I discovered was a longtime Imus fan. I couldn't believe that, and I slowly converted him to a fan of yours with my leather-bound Bible, also known as Miss America.
Yeah, well, I mean, come on. There's no comparison in the shows. I mean, it's just not funny. Thank you.
No problem.
It's just silly. I don't even spend a minute thinking about it. Hey, Dan, you're on the air. Go ahead. Welcome to the show. Hey, and by the way, before Dan gives us his comment, would you like to win $20,000?
Sure. How do I do that?
All right, I'll give you an easy way to do it. We're doing a contest starting Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you need to do to compete. You have to be completely available from Monday morning until Friday morning.
What do you mean?
You have to be free to be in this contest.
All right.
You have to be free from Monday morning until Friday morning.
Uh-huh. And then what?
You have to open up your home to the show.
Oh.
Where we can actually videotape inside your house.
And what are you looking for?
Now, I'm not going to tell you.
Uh-oh.
Come down here. This sounds interesting to you. And I'll tell you what it is when you come down.
Okay.
And you can decide whether you want to do it or not.
Is it something bad?
It's something hard. It's $20,000.
I'll tell you, so far I qualify.
So do I.
If you're interested, call 1-800-44-STERN. $20,000 courtesy of Stuck on You, the new comedy from the Farrelly brothers, starring Matt Damon and Greg Kinnear in theaters on the 12th
Of December.
$20,000. You must be free from Monday until Friday, and you have to open up your home to the show.
All right.
And the 20 G's could be yours. I'll describe to you what you need to do when you get down here.
How many people can compete?
One.
Only one.
I'll choose one person.
And that person only stands to win $20,000.
Well, when I tell you what you have to do, you might not want to do it.
It's got to be something good. That's a lot of cake.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
You know what I forgot to put on there? One thing, you got to be 21.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I would think so.
Oh, when you hear what you have to do, you'll know. You have to be 21.
You should really be over 21.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
21.
Sorry, Dan, didn't mean to make you wait. Go ahead.
Hey, that's all right, man. Why do you give all these douchebags any sort of airtime? You've been beating these guys for years, and no one even holds a candle to you, brother.
No, I guess I think my point is I don't care about them. I care about the New York Times sense of fairness and reporting. Why do they just accept it? And that makes you wonder, what else are you reading in the New York Times that hasn't been fact-checked? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all,
That's all.
it's all hearsay. It's all rumors, just like the Bible.
Well, the news shouldn't be hearsay and rumors. It should be the news. It should be, all they have to do is go check very simply. It's almost like lazy journalism. And, you
Everybody's got their opinion. Everybody's got to have their opinion when they're just supposed to be reporting the facts.
Right. And that's my point. When we don't know it, that's all I'm saying. I don't really care about these two idiots in Vermont. They're a pimple on my ass.
You got everybody hands down, I mean, across the board.
Yeah, and that wasn't my point. If you think that it's because... anyway, I made myself clear. Thank you. Darlene, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, Darlene, go ahead.
Oh, good. I just wanted to tell you to stop being such a loser about all the ratings. I mean, you have a great show. I understand, why that would be upsetting, but
why does that make me a loser? Because I point that out to you.
Well, because you should know that you have the number one show. So
I do know I have the number one show. The New York Times. What part of the show are you missing?
Well, I'm on a cell phone, actually. Keep breaking up. But I wanted to get Daniel Carver's phone number.
You shouldn't be a big loser. What?
Huh?
Look, all she really wanted was Daniel Carver's phone number.
I could have got that from KC if you didn't put me on hold.
All right, let me put you back on hold and see if we can't hook you up with Daniel Carver. You guys deserve each other. Hopefully you'll get initiated into the Ku Klux Klan.
And they'll shoot you in the head.
He'll shoot you in the head. Hold on.
I don't want to be in a...
All right. Why does she want... Darlene.
Because my son is doing a science fair project, a history fair project on the Ku Klux Klan.
Oh, okay. Oh. Hold on.
His perspective on it, because he's filled with so much hate.
All right, hold on.
Who?
Daniel Carver.
Oh, okay.
Daniel Carver.
Yeah. Hello.
I really want Daniel Carver's number.
That's what you want to do. Put your kid in touch with Daniel Carver.
There you go.
What you want?
How old is your kid?
He's 14.
Oh, good.
Perfect.
That's a good age for him to be talking to someone like Daniel Carver.
So
maybe you could go visit him.
Yeah.
Up in the mountains.
No, definitely not. The man is very sick, and, that's something that's going to be portrayed in his paper that he's working on.
Son, what's your robe size? Hold on. Yeah, Carlo, go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, just make a left out of here, okay? Hello, Howard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, man. I was in the middle of directing a customer. Yeah, I was looking in the what you call it, the Star magazine. They're talking about Paris and Hilton hitting on the teenage son for a threesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that show tonight.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I'm
That's
looking
great.
forward to that. Hey, here's this is off of George Takei's website.
Oh, yeah?
It's just fun. He's promoting some book. Like when you go on the website, he promotes a book. He wrote a book, Telling All.
And he's selling it on the internet?
I think so.
Telling all.
Hello, my name is George Takei, but you probably know me best as Mr. Sulu.
It's already funny.
Yeah, you can stop right there.
You already know me best as Mr. Sulu.
Hello.
I mean, even the music, right away, the music.
Yeah, we caught him by surprise. Hello.
Hello, I was just doing something.
I was just listening to the theme of Star Trek.
Hello, you caught me again, waiting to go on a cruise.
Helmsman of the Starship Enterprise and Captain Sulu of the Starship Excelsior in Star Trek.
You know what? He is so funny because it really meant something to him to get the captainship of that stupid
Excelsior
in that stupid movie.
Yeah, it was
which meant
important.
he wasn't on the Enterprise where all the action was happening.
Yeah. They took him out of the movie, essentially, by making him the captain of the Excelsior.
And he's proud.
Well, I did get a promotion.
Yes. I'm the captain of a ship you'll never see.
I was in the fake military, and I became a captain.
Uhura didn't get her own starship, did she?
Do you?
Do you?
I have my own starship, do you?
I'm the captain of the Excelsior.
I was the helmsman.
It wasn't like they made him captain of the Excelsior and did a whole spin-off about him. They took him out of the movie.
And he had one scene saying, I'm the captain.
Hi, I'm the captain now.
I'm still waiting on the first draft of Star Trek IX, the Excelsior.
I'm still here on the Excelsior waiting for them to make a movie about me.
Yes, marooned and forgotten.
Essentially, they took me out of the movie.
Apparently, they can't get a good director attached.
The Excelsior saw combat.
Through the years, audiences have been able to follow my adventures on television and in feature films, and thanks...
That annoying woman in the background who sings the Star Trek theme. Oh, you want to just choke her.
The audience hasn't been following his adventures.
Oh, no, they have.
Yes.
You don't know anything about Star Trek lore.
There's a lot of people following me, Robin. I suspect there's plenty.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm a little paranoid. I'm constantly...
Has anybody ever said, I wonder what's going to happen to Sulu?
Captain's log, stardate 2345. Still no cameras on the Excelsior.
Still waiting for a cinematographer to show up.
Starship Excelsior.
I'm ready for my scenes.
When you come on a Starship cruise, I would hope that you would refer to me as Captain. I'm now Captain.
He's as wacky as the people who follow him.
I wonder, does he correct everyone when they call him, Mr. Sulu? No, I'm Captain Sulu.
Captain Sulu.
Actually is.
Yes, did you realize I was Captain of the Excelsior?
No one did.
In best-selling pocketbooks, novels, and audio tapes. But few people know about the adventure myself, the rest of the cast, and the Star Trek creative team lived behind the camera. In my new autobiography, To the Stars, I'll talk about meeting a young, idealistic producer named Gene Roddenberry, who had an idea for a new television show that would be set in the future on a spaceship.
Fantastic. I can't wait to read that.
A young Gene Roddenberry.
Yes. He barely had hair on his ass.
A very young, wet Gene Roddenberry.
A mere boy, if you
A young, wet bitch.
Young, wet bitches.
This coming year, there will be a lot written about Gene Roddenberry. Some of it will be flattering. Some of it will not.
Oh.
Into the Stars, I will talk candidly about the man I knew.
Knew.
Candidly. You.
I never heard a guy say knew.
Extraordinary and brilliant human being with grand dreams. I'll talk about my relationship with my fellow cast members, including the captain of the Enterprise, Bill Shatner.
I'm the captain of the Excelsior. He was the captain of the Enterprise.
It is really Starship etiquette not to talk about other captains, but In my new book, I will.
A lot has been said about Bill Shatner lately.
Mostly by me.
Mostly by Bill himself. And I will talk about a man whose talent I admired, but whose insecurities often made life on the set difficult.
Oh, I love it.
Also, I'll review Casey's poster at caseyposter.com.
I'll talk about the rivalries and tension between the crew of the Enterprise in the early days of Star Trek. And I'll tell the story of the time we were all left waiting on the set as Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock engaged in
oral.
You know what's so funny? Leonard Nimoy and Bill Shatner didn't know there were rivalries going on.
Right. Engaged in
delicate negotiations over a publicity photographer.
Ooh. That's something I must read.
I'll tell you more about my imaginary friend of the Enterprise.
Uhura, Chekhov, and I.
Yeah.
We're on the set.
All the scrubs are waiting for the two big stars.
Having lunch at the commissary with Uhura.
Looking back on Star Trek and the people I've worked with, I see more than a collection of anecdotes, the captain's funny toupee, and a set of egos.
Wow.
For me, the people who made Star Trek were a diverse group. Each
diverse.
With their own talents and gifts.
You have no idea how diverse I am.
As well as flaws. Together, I think we represent a vision Gene Roddenberry had for the human race, where we'll all make unique contributions to a journey we'll take together to a common...
The cast couldn't even get along, let alone in the future mankind is going to get along.
Well, that was Gene's whole dream, and he's proving that his dream is a sham.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about the time when Lorena Blanca bit Scotty.
Destiny. A destiny we'll make on a voyage to the stars.
I'm going to tell you about Bill Shatner's funny toupee.
Wow. A little bubbling anger, huh? I'm going to tell you how I've lived off Star Trek forever and ever.
His ridiculous hairpiece.
And I'll tell you about his ridiculous hairpiece. Which actually once made an appearance as a tribble.
And I'll tell you more about the Star Trek brunch I'm hosting next week.
This captain, of course, Captain Sulu of Excelsior, had his own hair.
Join me on my adventures.
He must have said adventure 50 times. And I'll tell you of the adventure. And the other adventure. And that adventure.
We all had adventures.
Wonder how honest he's going to be about his adventures.
How about him? Forget the captain. Tell me about him.
You know, I don't think we're going to be hearing much about that. God knows what goes on there.
I want to know about him behind the camera.
Young, wet bitches.
I'll tell you more about the Excelsior's fine exercise room.
And what about that time we waited on the set while Leonard Nimoy and Bill Shatner had a discussion about a photographer?
Yeah.
That sounds juicy to me.
Hey, Frank.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Listen, dude, big fan, long time.
Thank you.
I'm watching Monday Night Football last night, right?
Yeah.
Halftime comes on. You won't believe what they do. Dude, they have Doug Flutie's band against another quarterback from the Houston Texans. I can't think of the quarterback's name. Against his band.
Yeah.
They're totally stealing from you, dude.
Everybody steals from us.
Battle bands, again, you know, they must have, Al Michaels must have listened to the Stern Show one day. Because I got to steal that Doug Flutie gig that Howard was doing against all these famous people that come in. Now they're doing it every single Monday night at halftime.
Are you kidding?
One guy against another team. Now Doug Flutie beat this guy, so now Doug Flutie's going against another band.
There you
another
go.
NFL player doing his thing.
That's word no cool.
I'm not, I'm not one to call in all the time. I've been listening since you were on NBC, but that pissed me off last night when I was watching the game.
Yep.
They're doing it to him again.
There
I'd
you
get
go.
on this stick, I'd call Al Michaels and say, yo, what's going on?
Yeah,
Just
well,
like you called the Collingsworth, on the NFL with Dan Marino. You got to do the same thing.
All right, thank you for the call.
All right, bro.
Well, if I whine about this stuff, everyone says I'm a baby. So I won't. Take the high road. I'm taking the high road, goddammit.
Al Michaels is a fan, though.
Yes, he is.
Had to have heard that.
Hey, Jeff tapes the show every day. It's paying off. Sounds like a good bit. Hey, Jeff, you're on the air.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Hey now.
She's gay.
Hey now. Hey, I'm calling because we all know why Howard Stern repeat was on Letterman last night.
Why?
That's because he was going up against Tom Cruise.
Oh, really?
Boy, Tom Cruise is the most boring interview ever. I mean, I don't know if that's the reason Letterman repeated my appearance.
No,
3 weeks. 3 weeks after I've been on, but I guess I'm complimented actually because that means he enjoyed the appearance. I would imagine.
I wonder when it'll be on next. 3 weeks from now.
I think if they were smart, they'd run it every night. But you know, a lot of people get excited when they hear Tom Cruise is going to be on a show, but we've all been burned so many times when he's interviewed that he literally says nothing. He is a moron. I've never seen a dumber guy.
I don't know how dumb he is, because if he is, he's covering it up, like I said, with a very big smile.
Yeah, he smiles a lot.
And a bug-eyed expression, and he constantly tells you how wonderful his life is. That's how he answers every question. But it's wonderful. I love my life.
To prove your point, last night they ran out of stuff to say. So he's talking about how he's gained weight with martial arts training, and he flexes a little bit, and then Jay Leno goes, challenges him to an arm wrestling match right there on the desk. This goes on for about a minute, 2 minutes, and Cruise isn't really getting anywhere. So he gets up, grabs some leverage, and he sticks his hiney out towards the crowd. And he bends over Jay's desk, and they're going at it, and finally they give up as a draw, laughing merrily about it.
Wow. Sounds like good television.
Compelling.
Why don't they have a sword fight?
Well, he already did that with Larry King.
Oh, they did? You mean they did a penis battle?
Well, they didn't do penises, but they took out swords, and Larry King...
Oh, no, I meant a sword
real
fight.
Sword fight.
Yeah, like Larry King takes his out, and I want to challenge you to a sword fight, Mr. Samurai.
Get out your sword.
No, not that metal thing. Our meat sword.
But it seems that he's challenging all of the talk show hosts, because he fought Larry King.
Yeah.
And now he's fighting Jay Leno.
Way to go.
Well, obviously Letterman knew what to do. He out of all the choices in the last few weeks, he could have put Madonna on there, but he knew who he had to go to. He had to go to the man.
Oh, thank you. All right. Well, there you go. That's very nice. All right, we have to take a break. I got to get to voicemail. Then some chick's going to come on. She's an expert on how to pleasure yourself. I don't know if she's an expert for chicks or for dudes or what.
She's in here for live. She's live and in person?
No, on the phone.
Okay.
We can hang up on her if she sucks. And Dennis Rodman's supposed to call in this morning.
Isn't he sober now?
Yeah, I think a lot of guys who hang out with him are pissed because he's always getting sober and then he's not sober. And
I heard that this time it's, he's hoping this one will take.
I heard John Sally or somebody was pissed because they vouched for him because he wants to go back and play basketball.
Right.
And then like 2 days later, he wrecked some guy's car or something.
Yeah.
So Sally was pissed because he put his ass on the line. I got to ask Dennis about that.
Well, now I think that he's again revealing himself to be ready.
Yeah, I'm going to ask Dennis, are you really sober? And he'll say yes.
You think Rodman needs money?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
He was making like $6 million a year for a while.
Yeah, well, somebody tells me he didn't invest.
Or even watch.
Tomorrow, Simon Cowell will be here from American Idol, Mary Carey and Tabitha Stevens, Lawrence Taylor later this week, Billy Bob Thornton.
I have to tell you, I hope what is happening in London or Great Britain doesn't happen here. They are absolutely overrun with these pop idols. These shows. Yeah, they call it Pop Idol over there. It's American Idol over here.
I mean, in England, they don't call it American Idol?
No, they don't. They call it Pop Idol.
Okay.
And there's 10 million of them now.
Really?
There's not enough outlets for the idols.
Everyone in the country is an idol.
It's a pop idol.
Right.
They have actually more reality shows than we do, but the pop idols now make groups, like the kids who don't win become like a girl group. And so they're from Pop Idol whatever edition. And, and they're everywhere.
All right, let's make sure that doesn't happen here.
We're already having it with Kelly and Clay and all this stuff, but it's getting ridiculous.
Well, I'll have you know that Justin Guarini's album did so bad that they're saying they canceled his tour and everything, didn't they?
Really?
Something like that.
Well, thank goodness.
I know his album did bad. I think they are officially done with him. And I hear he's bitter. He feels they didn't handle his record properly. But he never won the contest anyway. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
Howard Stern Show
is when a person touches him or herself for sexual pleasure.
Howard Stern Show
is considered a normal part of a person's sexuality. Many people
listen to Howard Stern Show.
This includes men and women. Children often
listen to Howard Stern Show.
How would you like to win $20,000 right here on this radio show? We're doing a contest starting Monday morning. This is what you need to know. If you want $20,000, you have to be completely available from Monday morning until Friday morning. That's right. You have to be able to give us Monday through Friday. And you have to be able to open up your home to the show. That's right, with a camera. And be 21 or older. Those are the things you need to know. Come on down here. If you have those credentials.
Come on down.
Hey, come on down. If you're interested, call 1-800-44-STERN. $20,000 courtesy of Stuck on You, the new comedy from the Farrelly Brothers, starring Matt Damon and Greg Kinnear in theaters on the 12th of December. Yeah. So that's a big contest we have going on. I'm not going to tell you what you have to do. I'll tell you when you get down here. And if you're agreeable, we'll let you take a shot at the $20,000 prize. And that's that. I'm not even sure why I booked this next guest. She knows the best way for women to masturbate. She's a masturbation expert.
Young, wet.
How do you become a masturbation expert?
My point is, like, any woman
who has to become a masturbation expert.
I mean, but any woman is a masturbation expert. For yourself, you know how you like to be touched.
I don't understand what is a masturbation expert.
Aren't we all masturbation experts?
I would say so.
Unless you're a complete freak. I mean,
you can't pleasure yourself?
Why would you have to teach a woman how to pleasure herself, Sadie?
Good morning. That's a good question. Let me tell you. I get many emails. I get calls. I get people reading my book that ask me for advice. I have been speaking with women for 20 years.
Now, the women you speak to, are they in mental institutions?
Be retarded.
No.
Are they retarded?
So. You know, Robin, you're right. You would think so, but I'm telling you, the people that know how to self-pleasure, they're not the ones that are contacting me. And there are a few people that do, but there are many women.
In other words, I'm not a woman.
Okay.
But I touch myself in a way that gets me off.
Uh-huh.
What more do I need to know?
Okay, well, most men know how to do that, Howard. You're absolutely right.
And women don't?
Are you telling me most women don't?
There are a huge percentage of women that don't, Robin, yes.
Wow.
Yo, don't you think
I have been...
For the whole interview, don't you think she's an expert? Don't you think she should be doing it while she's doing this? While she's talking, she should be doing it.
You know, Howard, I'm at a little
because
disadvantage.
She's an expert.
Yeah. Well,
Come on,
I just
start
got
diddling.
done.
Is she hot?
I don't know.
Are you hot?
I've been told I am. There's actually a steamy picture on my website for you.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, if you want to check it out.
Hold on. Don't even give out your website yet so I can look at it first.
Okay.
Because if you give it out, then I'll never get on. Give it to the guys so they
Okay,
can.
I'll let you decide.
Let's go, honey. Start diddling.
Casey.
Well, I just got done, so if you give me a second, I can get ready to go again.
Did you really just get done?
Yeah, I just got done before coming on your show.
So you're not like a porn star or anything. You're like
No.
Do you have a credential?
I am not a PhD. I don't have a formal education on self-pleasuring, but I don't know if there's a school you can go to. My approach is that I'm the girl next door. I've been doing this for over 20 years. I've taught girlfriends and women and men about this for the last 10 years, and I've had so many great responses, and what I tell people works. I've written 2 books that are best-selling books.
Do you make a full-time living as a masturbation expert?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Wow.
Do you make over 6 figures?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. This has been an incredible business, and it all came out of my passion for self-pleasuring.
And what do you know that I don't? In other words, do you teach men how to please a woman?
Oh, you bet I do.
Mm-hmm.
I love turning men into sex gods.
No.
I'd actually like to teach you a thing or two.
Oh, there she is.
Let me see.
What does that say?
Oh, you're not bad looking. Any other shots of you, or is that just it?
Yeah, if you go inside and click on See Sadie, there's a whole slideshow of pictures of people I've seen throughout my career, like Jenna Jameson and some other fun porn stars I enjoy.
How old are you?
33.
Ever been married?
Never been married.
Got a boyfriend?
I do have a boyfriend. Yes.
Thinking maybe there was something wrong with you. Like these pictures must be heavily airbrushed. So far, I like what I see.
Well, can you guess my nationality?
Yeah, let me see. You got some Chinese in you.
Oh, very good.
You got a little Chinese and a little...
What's my other half, though, is what I want to know.
I'd say you're half Chinese, half like Hawaiian or something. What?
Jewish.
Are you, yeah.
Eastern European.
You're a big expert. That would make you a Jewish.
But I'm not a yenta, okay?
See, some pictures you look really hot, and in the other pictures, sometimes you look like you got a butterface.
Oh, a butterface.
Oh, now there
hey,
you
Robin,
look hot.
are you within distance where you can smack him for me?
See, now there you look hot. But in
Which
the
one are you
previous,
looking at?
The one where you got your hands over your boobs.
Oh, yeah.
But then, like, the picture before that, you look a little funky.
Oh.
Like, look at that.
Yeah, I can't look good all the time.
You think she's cute there?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think there's I like to know what she really looks like. Oh, yeah. That's nice. There you look like Fran Drescher.
Oh,
she's
come on.
That's not an insult. She's a good-looking woman.
Yeah, she's actually cool. I like her.
Now, let me see the next picture.
Okay, let's see if you can guess my height and my measurement, since you're probably...
I'm going to say you're about 5'5".
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
No,
How tall are you?
I'm 5'2". I'm a little girl.
Yeah, you look small.
But I am proportioned, though.
Yeah, you look like a nicely proportioned midget. Like you don't have sausage fingers.
midget?
Yeah.
Hey, well, little
I'll
girls are
say
good for some things.
34 fake boobs.
Those are fakes?
Yeah.
Nope.
Real?
Nope. Yep.
Wow.
I'm natural. I'm an actual 34C cup.
Hmm.
And that's good for being half Chinese because, you know...
34, 25, 40, but I don't know.
not 40.
With Ron Jeremy. That's a turn on.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, Robin. That guy would not let go of me.
All right, so your whole angle is you're a masturbation expert, and then you teach women how to touch themselves, and then then you teach guys how to touch women.
I do. Because the thing is, a lot of women still have, there's a lot of barriers up. And
Tell me something I don't know.
Okay. When you're going to be with a new woman, what would you say, Howard, is the first thing that you should take into consideration?
The fact that she probably isn't attracted to me.
You know what? Personality and character go way beyond looks. So.
All right, I'm going to say, you mean sexually what I should be? I think you have to, like, sort of, like, move slow.
Okay, you're good. You're good. That's definitely one of the first things.
Like, a lot of guys rush.
Yeah, they jump on you.
Like, I know a chick was telling me that there was this guy that she really liked, and she went out with him a couple of times, and then 2 seconds later, he, like, put his hand on her boob.
Right.
And, like, that's it. She was out the door.
Or even if you go to kiss a girl, you don't jam your tongue into her mouth.
Exactly.
Yeah, but all right, assume we know all that. Like, we got some intelligence.
Well, it's happening out there.
This is the main thing. It's guys, like you said, they go too fast. So my first step I tell guys is slow down and relax and be a generous lover.
Yeah, think like a chick. Like,
yeah, put your ego aside.
Pretend you're a lesbian.
And try giving.
Yeah, pretend you don't even have a penis. Pretend you're another chick with a vagina, and you'll probably do pretty good. Or do what I do. Say, who cares if the girl gets off? Just bang her.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And then leave.
And leave.
Don't look for a second date.
And
that's a good point, Howard. And this is what I tell guys. I understand that attitude, and you're absolutely right. Most guys, or many men, say that. But here's the thing. They're also asking me, Sadie, how do I get more sex? How do I get my wife and my girlfriend to give me oral pleasure? I want to do it more, and she's not into me. And you know what I tell them?
Tell them to stop paying the bills.
That's one way.
All right, so step one is pretend you care.
Yes.
Okay.
Pretend you care. Slow down.
All right.
Take yourself out of the equation. It's not about you. It's about your lover. Okay, that's step number one.
Well, I've talked to many men, and I got to tell you something. A lot of us don't care anymore. A lot of us are like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to get off. And it's up to you to get off. Hurry up. Right. Stop taking so much time. What's your problem?
Men are not caring anymore?
Yeah, well, the guys are just saying, you know what? Okay, so it takes her a long time to get off? Why is that my problem? Get off quicker.
Fun to like just be with a person?
Not really, no.
Okay.
It's fun to finish.
I got to go to work in the morning.
Oh, man. But then you're not getting it as often as you want.
We're talking to some real lovers here.
All right, so all right, so what you're saying is if we really want to please our women, take our time, move slowly.
And be generous. Okay, now
And
step
be
number
gentle.
2.
Yeah.
Step number 2 is to talk to her. Okay, this is all about getting what you want.
The tough stuff.
Talk to her.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about? The ball game?
You want to know? You
Like
want to
what?
talk
Talk
to her
dirty?
you want to talk to her about what she likes and how much pressure she likes when you touch her and where exactly does she like to be touched.
Yeah, I do that with Beth, and she gets embarrassed. She's like, I'm not going to tell you. Don't you know?
What is it, a secret?
We've been together 3.5 years. Don't you know? And, seriously, like, you know how women, like, I've heard this advice before. Go and ask the woman what she likes. Well, then she thinks you're a total loser.
And I guess maybe it's the way you ask.
Yeah,
Baby, what do you like?
ask, but some women actually appreciate it because if you show interest in her pleasure, that's going to really turn a girl on, and she's going to want to give you more in return.
I don't think she's saying it's sitting at a table and say, hey, baby, what do you like? It's like when you're making love to her, when you're touching her, do you like that?
Well, you know what? This
Exactly,
is really...
Robin.
Right.
Oh, please. This is really
women
vague.
in the room know.
This is very vague. Okay, look. How much time should I spend kissing you before I move to your boobs?
I would say, okay, Howard, here's your answer. I would say act as if your lady has a chastity belt on for at least 20 minutes and touch her and kiss her everywhere else on her body.
All right, so you're saying, like, kiss her for, like, 5 minutes. Then, like,
You gotta
move...
break it down.
And then, like, don't rub the boobs for more than 3 minutes because I know you guys get sore. And then, like, what should I do? Like, rub your belly and thighs for about 7 minutes?
Oh, my.
That sounds good to me.
And touch your ass a little bit before I go for the main goalpost?
Squeeze it real good and make sure you kiss our necks, too.
What is the goalpost?
Well,
I mean, are you talking
the big
full...
Yeah, the goal,
But couldn't you do something orally before?
No. What I do is I just rub around there for a while, like in the general area, and then like maybe I'll go down, kiss the thighs a little bit.
What about the belly on the way down?
Yeah, I know to do
You
that.
do that, too? Do you play with her hair, too, Howard?
Which hair?
Okay,
My girl's
you
the
gotta
same.
her hair.
Yeah, I play with her hair.
I like to play with my girl's back hair.
Yeah,
Oh, that's gross, buddy. Okay. All right. So the next step. So you've slowed down. You're kissing her. You're touching her. You're giving her all the foreplay that we're always begging for.
Yeah.
So you're putting out right now. Even if it's against her will, you're putting out because watch what's going to happen at the end here. The next step, the chastity belt comes off. And all you have to do now is decide how you're going to pleasure her. You're either going to do your hands, or you're going to use a toy, or you're going to use your mouth. And by all means, use all three.
If it's some hoe I just picked up, no way I'm using my mouth.
Okay, I can understand that.
I'll use my hand. I'm not going to go get a toy the first time I'm with a chick. That's for losers. I mean, that's not until you're
You got to know a girl to do
You got to know a girl a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. You definitely don't. Like even myself, people have said, God, Sadie, it must be hard to date you. I bet guys are intimidated. And I say, when I'm not at work, I'm just a normal girl. And when I start seeing a new guy, I don't pull out any toys. I don't pull out any of my knowledge. I just explore as I would anybody new that didn't know everything.
Lou, you're on the air.
Get this broad off the air, man. She's killing me. What are you doing? Huh?
That's right.
Well,
TJ, you're on the air with Sadie Allison. Go to ticklekitty.com. Yes, TJ.
Hey, get that broad off there for real.
Why, TJ?
I mean, she either gonna come when I come or come when I come back.
All right, there you go. That makes sense.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, we're giving you the gong. Listen, you know some stuff, but I know more than you because I don't know if you read in the paper, but Angie Everhart said I'm the best lover she ever had,
Then you must have done all this.
and I did all of this.
I bet you went real slow with her.
Oh
And I
yes.
bet you paid attention to her pleasure and gave her multiple orgasms.
I love you.
Okay, see, that's the problem. Most guys aren't doing that for us.
I know what I'm doing.
I
And you
know
know what
you do, Howard.
And you know what it comes down to?
What?
If a chick really digs you and really thinks you're hot, you can do no wrong.
Yeah, but if you really dig a girl, you're doing this too.
That's right.
Right.
And it's all the guys that aren't digging their girls that much where they're just dating someone.
I'm the
Or
king
guys
of all labia. All right, listen, Sadie, what do you got? A book you're peddling?
Yeah,
All right.
yes, I do. I've got a book called
Come
All
down.
right,
Hey
let's
now.
All right, hey now. Let me give you a plug. TickleKitty.com. If you want to learn how to yank your meat, ladies, or whatever you call that thing,
Your
you
lady
got.
meat.
Your lady meat. Go to ticklekitty.com, and Sadie will give you some good tips.
And if any of your listeners want to learn how women like to be touched, they can pick up a free report, and it's called Simple Touches Women Crave, and they can go right to my site and get it for free. Compliments on me.
How would I get, like, a lesson from you? Like, let's say I want to learn how to touch broads.
Uh-huh.
Let's say I want to, like a tutorial.
Okay, well,
do you do that?
I can set those up one-on-one, absolutely. But
Do you do that?
I do. I'd actually like to come out to New York and show you personally, Howard.
Yeah, I would like to do that off the air, though. in a room alone with you.
Well, we could talk about that, but we'll have to check in with Beth and my boyfriend, you see.
Please. Do you guys actually, like, have, like, a room where you go to and you teach a guy how to touch a woman and, like, he can, like, experiment?
I have not done that with a couple because it's a little sensitive. I do most of my work. People get Tickle Your Fancy and they read it because it is the other team's playbook for guys.
That'd be hot. I'm pretty sure you can get this broad alone and she'll handle your gherkin. All right. Sadie Allison Sex God Toolkit. Go to ticklekitty.com.
That's TICKLEKITT.
We know how to spell tickle. You don't have to,
yeah, but
don't talk down to us. Ticklekitty.com. Thanks, Sadie.
Thank you, Howard. Thanks, Robin. Bye-bye. Have a good day, guys.
Not a bad-looking broad. I took a look at her picture.
Oh, Sadie.
Oh, Sadie.
Sadie. What's
Hello,
that,
my
Sadie?
Debbie.
What's that? It's Harry.
I love you, bambina. Mia caro, ti voglio bene, ti voglio assai, ti voglio fare amore con te.
Oh, my Debbie.
Debbie.
All right.
Hello, my Debbie.
That chick was telling us everything. I move slow, all that stuff.
Hello.
Well, actually, in her book, she does tell you, like, literally, like, 8 different ways to touch a broad to get her off. But
and do you agree?
let me take a look.
Kiss the neck.
Stroking style. Yeah, I know all that. They include the figure. Oh, make the figure 8 on a woman. Do the alphabet.
Oh, yeah. We've heard all
up
that.
and down, rolling between the fingers, circular rub.
Talk to her.
3-finger technique. Stroking the sides of that thing we can't find.
If you find it.
If you find it, find the side of it. If I find it, I'm not letting go of it. I hold on to it. Like it's like riding a bull.
Like it's the horn of a saddle.
Yeah. Massage, tapping, and light rub. Better to use lube when masturbating. It's a big deal. But you know, if I'm with a new chick and she's got to use lube, I'm out of there. I'm out of the room.
Masturbating, you need lube.
Yeah, and what chick needs that? Yeah, lube. Everybody with lube. People are afraid to touch themselves. If a girl needs lube to touch herself,
that's a real problem.
yeah, she's an ice princess. Sadie says a guy does not necessarily have to orgasm during sex. Who's she kidding?
What?
He should concentrate his attentions on his woman. And why is that? What's in it for me?
Will you stop it?
Don't I want
Out of your mind.
to? You mean I don't want to be pleased?
A guy doesn't have to orgasm during sex.
Have you ever had sex where you did an orgasm?
No.
No, me neither. What's the point?
How's that happen?
Problem.
It's important for men to move slowly with women. Yeah. Trust me. Size up the situation. Where's she going? Move as quick as you want. Just get into it. If you're enjoying it, she'll enjoy it. Sick of all this.
Well, that's the bottom line. Apparently, a lot of people who don't enjoy each other are trying to get it on.
Right?
That's what it sounds
I'm just like, I'm going for it. You know what? And if I blow it real fast, that's a compliment to you.
Yeah, I find chicks do enjoy if they get you off. They love that.
Oh, sure.
Because they feel like they've accomplished.
There's a girl I was with post-marriage. I couldn't hold out for more than a second. I was like, you're hot.
Yeah, that's got to make them happy. Come on.
I said, I'm going to be honest with you. 2 times we've done this within 20 minutes. And I can't even hold it for a second. You're hot. You're too goddamn hot.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations,
No, I mean, I know you didn't have an orgasm,
You
but
just won a prize.
yeah, but you're turning me on.
Congratulations, honey. Now we can move on to the pizza.
You have won the hot
Yeah.
prize.
No, now we can move into getting you out the door.
Yeah, now we can work on getting you a cab.
It's time for you to go home.
And now we can call you a town car.
It'd be like a game show. Guess what you just won?
A trip to the car.
Honey, I finished. Now I'm going to introduce you to the elevator.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Mike. Oh, no, Mike. Yeah, Rich. Hey, Rich.
Howard, she made some valid points. You guys are missing the point of the whole thing. If you're not taking care of your girlfriend on a regular basis, she's no longer going to take care of you because it's no fun for her.
So?
She's making a valid point. What do you mean, so? Then you're not going to get it anymore. So instead of getting it 20 times a week,
You'll get it. She's not going anywhere, believe me.
She's going to go. I'm telling you. I've been through this situation before. Take care of the girl first, and then you last about 10 seconds when you go in.
All right. Thank you.
Orally.
This guy seems to know something.
All right. He should write a book.
I always try to take care of a broad.
Well, that's a broad you care about.
Yeah. Always do that.
If you don't care, you're not caring about anything.
Sometimes my woman says, just give it to me. I don't even need to
She's
build up.
already ready.
She's ready. She goes, I'm ready. Let's skip all the small stuff.
That's because she's been doing her part. She's into you.
Yeah. She doesn't need me. If a chick's into you, she shouldn't need all that goddamn attention.
Sometimes you just happen to get all that attention.
Right.
But, you've got to be into the person who's giving it to you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sometimes if you're not into it, nothing is ever going to happen.
That's right.
You little bitch.
I know my woman digs me because she's like, just come on. Let's get to the main event.
I have been in situations where I don't care what but the person could have stood on his head. It wasn't going to happen.
Right.
Wasn't into him.
That's what I was trying to say to Allison. Say to Allison. Hey, there's a guy here. Jeez, I wanted to play voicemail.
Who's this guy?
Howard, why don't you break first? Because I want to just tell you a little bit about him.
Oh, can I play voicemail first?
Yeah.
And at some point, Dennis Rodman's calling in.
We hope.
Who wants to say he's sober?
He's burned us before.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's really sober, he would be
on the phone.
Yeah.
All right, we got some voicemail here. A lot of weird stuff. This is, I don't know. Oh, this is Jeff the Vomit guy.
Oh, that guy.
Pussy boy.
He's calling you names?
No, I got the wrong one. That's coming up.
Hey, this is Jeff the Vomit Guy. All you devoted Howard Stern listeners, listen up. I'm looking for a few choice women out there who would like to be nauseous and throw up all over me. Jeff the Vomit Guy has spoken. With sincerity, I mind you. Okay, looking forward to it.
He makes that request like every 6 months and gets no response.
He gets zero response. There's no chicks that want to vomit on this guy.
That's odd.
He's really gross. Chicks are just not into that. But he'll call. This is now going on 10 years, I think.
Know. Every 6 months.
Yeah, well, maybe one day he'll find his dream girl. Crazy Alice called in, boy. She's got it in for me and you.
What happened?
I can't see her. No, I don't think I'm ever get up to see y'all for a while because of my money problem. But I appreciate you stepping my email, what I feel in my soul. And when it comes to that cocksucking Howard, I like him as a person, but as a man and an ignorant, stupid, Holocaust bitch, he talk crazy. The only one that really makes the sense on that show most of the time is Fred, and that's one doesn't do much. And when it comes to poor people, rich people build too, 'cause who brought down the motherfucking World Trade Center? Those beautiful buildings, they won't repair the same way like they were before. So when you open up your big lip mouth, Howard, I'm going to treat you like a bad kid. You listen to yourself and think what you're saying, because rich people are responsible for those buildings going down. And Osama bin Laden wasn't the only one who did that shit. He had to finance, because he only got $1 million. He can't finance that shit. Some of these dickheads in this country did it too. So think before you open up your big nose mouth, okay? And big Robin, you're looking pretty good, bitch. I'm jealous of your lifestyle. I can always lose weight, but I would never have the money like you and that bitch that like men's, okay? Take care, Casey. I love you like a brother, okay? Fred, I know you don't have much to say, but I'm glad I hear your voice once in a while, okay? Take care. Arriba Dutch, you kike.
Oh, my goodness.
Why does she like Fred? I think she thinks Fred's a loser like her.
Oh, maybe.
That's what it is.
I didn't understand the entire phone call.
I'll let that pass, by the way.
Yeah, Fred, don't take it as such a compliment that Crazy Alice likes you.
So you're just mad because she likes me, she doesn't like you.
What was she screaming about September 11th? Like, we got the wrong people or something? What is she talking about?
Rich people are responsible for it because they financed Osama bin Laden.
Yeah.
Okay.
I understand Crazy Alice.
I'm glad for you, Artie.
That's the new sign-off. Arrivederci, Kike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arrivederci.
She does like you, though.
As a person.
Right, but I don't understand.
But she thinks you're a Holocaust bitch.
Yeah.
But as a man.
All right, here's, you know who we haven't heard from in a long time, and he just called in all of a sudden, was Riley Martin, the guy who's abducted by aliens?
Yes, you know what? We were playing a promo with him in it the other day, and I wondered what happened to him.
Hello, Casey. This is Riley Martin.
Why does everyone say hello, Casey?
I guess they all think they're talking to KC on that machine.
Hello, Casey.
I seen your poster.
KCPoster.com. Yeah, he... Let's put my voice on there so people say hello, Howard.
Yeah.
Hello, Howard Casey.
Hello, Howard and Casey.
Casey or Howard.
So confused. What? Is that your phone number?
Yeah, they call my voice.
Okay, I got it.
How you been doing, big guy? This morning, some kind of biochemical was released into the subway of New York City. If you remember correctly, the last time I spoke to Howard, and he insisted that I give him a prediction, I explained to him that this would be the next mechanism of terrorism in your city. Now, I'm not asking you guys to believe me. I'm not your psychic friend. But listen to what I have to say at least. I think we should do an in-studio broadcast again. I'd appreciate it if you'd pass this along to Howard. Tell him I love him. Pass this along to him.
He sounds like Sulu.
He sounds like he's dying.
Yeah, a little bit.
I've been in contact with the captain of the Excelsior.
And it's me.
We should make a tape of him versus Sulu.
Dueling.
Hello.
Dueling deep voices.
Hello.
Believe it or not, this is the next mechanism of terrorism. And biochemical is in the subway.
A biochemical substance there.
When was the biochemical released?
Well, let me see.
I have a lot of information, and it does not come from this earth. It's from these people in the sky who give me this information. There's a lot of things in my head, man. And I think we should do another show. It should be interesting.
Yeah, to you.
You understand? Pass this along to him.
Oh, boy.
Now, let me ask you this. What if he's telling the truth, that he really is in touch with aliens? None of us believe him. And biochemicals are being released into the subway.
Well, he will have the last laugh, won't he?
I'll tell you what, I
think
he's nuts, but I'm not going on the C train today.
And there's one from Raymond Norman. Then I really do have to take a break.
Woman of the South?
Yeah.
Yes, good morning, Casey. This is Raymond Norman, and I hope you had a lovely Thanksgiving. It's Friday, and it's the day after.
This is the guy with boobs?
Yes.
He grew boobs?
And he's always screaming about Oprah.
For Thanksgiving, and so I'm calling to let you and Howard know. Tell Howard that Uma Thurman, also, and Ben Affleck are coming out with a movie next month, December 25th, called Paycheck. And if that particular movie gets any ratings, as far as a high rating of people coming into the movie theater to see Paycheck, it won't be because of Ben Affleck. I can assure you that. Tell them that the people will be pulling because of the fact a big star, Uma Thurman. Tell them the reason that people will be pulling for that particular movie, and it's called Paycheck, starring Uma Thurman and Ben Affleck, that the reason that movie probably will get some good ratings will be because of Uma Thurman and not Ben Affleck.
Gay guys care about everything.
Oh, my God.
Tell Howard I love all of y'all. Tell Robin hello. Bye. Again, this is Raymond Norman. And again, I hope you had a lovely Thanksgiving.
Well,
Bye.
thank you, Raymond.
Same to you.
Thank you, Raymond Norman.
We have the best voicemail.
We do. I have a whole bunch more.
Oh, that's great.
But,
this movie, Paycheck, it will be the responsibility. It's going to be Uma Thurman if anybody goes to see it, not Ben Affleck.
I could assure you of that.
But has high ratings in terms of ratings of people going into the theater? What? What are you talking about? As far as people going into the theater, rating it.
If they do.
If those ratings are high, it will be because of Uma Thurman.
You know, we'll be able to tell by the box office.
Yeah, just say if a movie makes a lot of money.
Yeah, if people go to see the movie.
All right, there's Raymond Norman. I got to take. What is it?
You know, Robin's boyfriend called up over Thanksgiving and was getting frisky.
Really?
What one is that?
Yeah.
11?
Right there.
Robin Oh, the guy who's in love
the
with Robin?
racist guy who loves me.
It's a love-hate.
Robin, my Africanus princess bitch, honey. Listen, baby, you've lost enough weight now, and now it's time for you to get greased up and for me to go down there and do my magic on you. I want to get down there on you and really dig in, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm going to put my ham hands on your ass like your pap used to. Okay, nigga bitch?
Oh.
Ham hands on the nigga, ham hands on the nigga, ham hands on the nigga, ham hands.
Hey, he must have read Sadie Allison's new book.
I guess.
He's gonna
dig in.
He's gonna dig in.
I bet he moves slow.
I wish you would do that, guy.
Oh, please.
Just for the show.
Can I choose somebody for you to do?
Crazy Alice.
Hey, Dennis Rodman's on the phone. Should I take Dennis and then break, or?
We have no choice. You know him.
I have to take Dennis. Hey, Dennis.
Yep.
What's happening?
What's this?
Howard.
Oh, hey, Howard.
So what happened?
What's going on?
You got to prove to everybody you're straight now, right?
Straight what?
Well, you want to get him back into the basketball, right?
Well, you know how it is, Howard.
You had a couple of run-ins that caused some problems, right?
You guys always got to talk about stuff like that, right?
But I thought you
No,
were...
we got to find out what you're doing, what you're up to.
I want to see you get back into the game of professional basketball. But you got to prove to everybody that you're ready for action.
Well, I don't have to prove to anybody, I don't think, Howard. I just got to get back in there. It's one of those things, you know how it is.
What happened? What happened?
Well, what's going on? How come no team has picked you up yet?
I don't know. I guess it's my I guess it's my charisma. You know how it is.
Your charisma.
Do you need the money? Everyone was asking, is Dennis broke?
They always ask that.
You have money?
They always ask that.
But this is not a thing like where you need the money.
No, you already asked me that, Howard, once before. No, it ain't about me going back and playing just because of money.
So what happened? I know you were close to getting back into the game, and then
We read about a car accident.
that you crashed a car or something.
Oh, it wasn't a car, it was a motorcycle.
Oh, that's right.
That's
It was
right.
somebody else's motorcycle, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, my motorcycle, their motorcycle, doesn't really matter. It was just the fact that I'm having too much fun as usual.
Yes.
Now, did that scare away the basketball teams?
Well, I don't think that scared away basketball team. I just think that, you know, people just scared of Dennis Rodman, period, just because of where I am.
But did you decide that you needed to do something to make people aware that you're serious about wanting to come back?
Well, by crashing a motorcycle, yeah.
No. I meant after that. You said, you know what? Let me go. Because I heard you were, now not drinking and stuff.
Well, I don't think that had anything to do with me about trying to be serious about basketball. I think that I was trying to do that before all this these problems started to happen. So it's like every time I try to get back into basketball, something always seemed to come up.
So where are you now?
I'm at home right now, Howard.
In Vegas or in California? In
L.A.
In L.A.
I'm in L.A.
You're in L.A. And so I heard that John Sally was mad at you. Is that true?
Well, who's not mad at Dennis Rodman? 1 point.
I'm not mad at you.
You know, everybody's got their own opinion about Dennis Rodman. He's doing this, he's doing that. Damn, everybody get off my damn back and let me try to fulfill this last ditch effort to try to.
See, I heard John Sally wrote a letter saying that you should be back in pro basketball, and he vouched for you. And then when you crashed the motorcycle, he got pissed because it made him look foolish. Is that true?
Well, I don't know anything about that, Howard. I think that.
So you're still friends with John Sally?
Yeah, we're still friends.
Have you talked to him?
I saw him in Vegas a couple weeks ago.
Are you depressed because Carmen Electra is now married?
Hell no.
You were happy for her.
I'm happy for her.
All right.
Did she invite you to the wedding?
Well, I don't need to be there to be happy for her. I'm glad that she got.
I'm depressed that she's married. I'm really depressed she's married.
Really?
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, then why, Dennis, are we talking to you today? What's going on?
Yeah, I thought you were calling in to show everyone how, together you are.
Well, I am together. I can't. Well, if call into you, Howard, don't mean that I'm together.
Well,
a lot of people call you, don't think they're together. I think they just come in just to try to make a name for themselves. That's why they call you.
So be straight with me. Is there a team that's going to put you on? Because I would like to see you play again. I would enjoy seeing Dennis Rodman back out on the court. Is there a chance that we'll see that?
Well, I would love to be on the court. I would love to go out there and show people that
you still have it.
Just to show people that I can still play. I guess the game. I think the game still needs entertainment, but the way the league's going right now, I think the league is so diluted and so washed out just because you see all these teams. I mean, it's not really exciting to watch basketball. I think that if I come back in the game to a team that needs to sell tickets to get a little life into their city or to the team, hey, I'm willing to do that.
Is anybody talking to you?
Well,
beside us,
yeah. Any team?
Yeah.
Well, there's teams that are interested in me to come play, but I got to get that as they call it, the black ball away from my face.
Right.
Black ball away from your face.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have said
What does that mean?
Oh, come on,
Howard?
Robin. Get with it. What's the matter
with it. Come on now. Get with it.
Robin. Now, are you still married?
Yeah, we're still married.
Could you bang Christina Aguilera if you wanted to?
Christina Aguilera. I told you about that story years ago, right? When she was like 17, 18.
You banged her?
No, I didn't. She was a little intoxicated.
And you gave her oral?
Oh, stop.
She was a little intoxicated back then. It was in Atlanta, Georgia.
But you didn't do her?
No, she was a little too young.
Mm.
But she was throwing herself at you, is what you're saying.
Well, she was throwing herself and throwing up.
Did you get a few fingers dirty? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Come on, man.
No, did you hear she was throwing and throwing up?
Oh, I heard that. So, Dennis Rodman is on the season. Rodman on the Rebound tonight and tomorrow night at midnight on ESPN. What is that?
What's that?
Oh yeah, it's a little mini series that's coming out on ESPN. It's showing people that I'm trying to make an effort to come back into basketball. It's going to show people that there's before and after he was drinking and not drinking.
So this is a reality show with Dennis Rodman trying to make it back into basketball.
Yeah, trying to it's not like Michael Jordan where he just they kissed his ass and give him the red carpet. Hey, Michael, nobody's 100 years old. Bring your ass back. We love it.
Hey, Dennis, take a few phone calls, will you?
Dennis is too funny.
Take a few phone calls. Hey, those phone calls always will be those assholes in New York.
Let's see what people have to say.
No.
I hope people are pulling for you. I do.
I doubt it.
Let's see. Let's see if there's some nice people on the phone. Stu, you're on with Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, hey, it's Stu, Brad Pitt's brother. Dennis, how you doing, baby? What a rebounder.
Yes, he is.
You are the man, buddy. Listen, I wanted to know, though, forget all of that stuff about basketball and you're showing on. Do you have a mirror at home? Because you're a scary nigga, man.
Oh, come on.
Come on, Howard. Let me ask the guy. He knows what nigga means.
Oh, stop it. That's not
Den,
fair.
Answer me, man. Tell me. You got a mirror? You scary, buddy.
What do you want to say to him? Forget it.
Guys,
Dennis?
That guy's
doesn't have anything to say, Howard.
Dennis, will there ever be peace in this world?
Oh, not for Dennis Rodman. I mean, like I say, Howard, every time I come on your show, you got some of the weirdest and the dickheads of all times come on your show asking the craziest,
Racism is...
I have no problem answering questions where people going to sit there and just say the dumbest,
Stuff, yeah. Yes. Well, you're right. I apologize for that.
And you're trying to get a question out of the guy.
Yeah.
You're not going to get that.
You're not going to let him go. What would you really like to say, sir?
I was trying to get an intelligent comment out of the guy.
Hey, Howard, you're not going
interesting.
Let's go to Ryan. Ryan, what's on your mind for Dennis Rodman?
Good morning, king of all media.
Well, thank you.
Ryan from Cleveland. Listen here, Dennis, I just wanted to ask you a question. I know you're a very talented basketball player, and I actually just wanted to know what is wrong with you psychologically, because you've done some of the freakiest stuff that I think I've ever seen from anybody in the limelight. And you're a great basketball player, but it's just like, I don't know, this lifestyle of yours is
what do you mean? He's living...
Does that get you off, or?
Well, that's a valid question. I mean, Dennis, do you think that there's something wrong with you mentally?
I know, seriously, because I'm usually calling Robin a gorilla or something. I'm asking you a serious question, Dennis. What do you got on your mind?
Yeah, really.
Robin, you know I love you. Nothing personal, baby. Just for the show.
All right.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Well, okay, let Dennis respond, if you think that's a legitimate question. Dennis, is something wrong with you psychologically?
There's something wrong with me psychologically. I don't think anything's wrong with me. All the things I've done in my career are off the court, on the court. It doesn't really matter. I think that You know, I've done things to make money. I've done things for people to get all excited. I've done things just like you, Howard.
Yeah,
just
what has
like
he done wrong? I mean, he banged Carmen Electra. What's wrong with that?
He has done some things that make people. I mean, he's constantly being arrested and in court. And, I mean, those aren't the things that normally happen to people who are, doing fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, like I say, Robin, you always seem to put that bright light in my life, always.
Well, Dennis, you feel you're a victim, right? I mean, you feel a lot of